Jesus Christ had a warrant, nigga. Yeah, I'm just playing. Yeah. I'm tired of living here like a slave while rappers without a crop of some talent been getting paid. I'll make complete disbelief in the state of the game. It's like you gotta be a half a faggot just to get paid, and that's so lame. But this is Lost Tribes, nigga, so remember the name. These rappers buried alive like Undertaker and Kane. And then I'm coming back just to cremate to remain. So if you can't take the heat, then step back from the flame. You got a lot more to lose, man, it's something to gain. Cause I will crop a nigga out like he ain't fit in the frame. You think you fly, I'll knock your hands out the sky like a plane. That's on the way to Malaysia. Showing no mercy like a cop with a taser. Sharp when I talk like my tongue is a razor. Lyrical gladiator, rap assassinator, verbal manipulator. But someone told these niggas fake it till they make it. Now the only ones who made it is the niggas on that fake shit. And I ain't singing the bitches, ain't on no Drake shit. The illest nigga you know in the game without a placement. It's like being the only nigga who's woke inside the matrix. This the art of rap and the rules of engagement. The game needs change and I'm here to rearrange it. Hip Hop 101 and take it back to the basics. Take the game back from Convocations. Take notes, these niggas need training. Your mind's clay, it's misshapen. I'm here to make an engravement, so try to focus your brain. My kill switch is engaged when these faggots start entertaining. I'll be praying that's the most I turn these crackers back to cavemen. This is live from the dungeons of rap, hip-hop's basement. Until it's time to us to come emerge up from the pavement and then leave a hole in the game so big they can't repay the nigga.
These bars go for heads like this was limbo. Get these rappers in the yard beating them like a Kimbo. I'm riding with my kinfolk, follow my methodology. Black and blue opponents' faces like cosmetology. I issue no apologies coming for rapper salaries. My team runs shit like we out here burning calories. Bring a tear to your eye, lie, you say it's allergies. But it's cause the flow out this world, touching the galaxies. Niggas rapping like girls, they ain't follow my policy. I was raised in the era, we had to rap reality. Had to really live this shit, was my mentality. Now the game flooded with fakes, and they crowded me. Better not cross that line, watch your boundary. UPK soldier, but rapping is like a hobby. Lions and wolves with me, roll the dice on Jumanji. Rappers say they own their job, but not hardly. Cause you ain't got no job, man, you like Tommy. I know cats let that phone ring like Audi and leave your head all wrapped up like a Saudi. But I ain't never been no killer, no armed robbery. I just like to move down squares like Monopoly. Now I don't smoke no more, lungs, they work properly. I don't even push no pills, I push prophecy. Respect this aristocracy, giving rappers lobotomies. When I'm spitting, I hear them niggas getting their glossaries. Check the wordplay, realizing ain't nothing stopping me. Your only option be when I'm round nine, acknowledge me.
I've been poetically, effectively, spitting rhymes epically, and unapologetically, I'd have to say the best MCs is me. And my entire squad, Tile War, Dawada, Danya Ala Nakakat, Will Mega Quantaza, 2 C's cause I them all, track for track, bar for bar, leaving instrumental charred. All you rappers is our sons and we don't spare to ride. Once upon a time I used to think that this was it, but now I wake up in the morning, can't remember why I spit. Why not? The game went from sugar to shit, and I ain't really walking, my nigga ain't sugar coating it. Just try to make the most of it, hit them with explosiveness, flow that's ferocious, come and get a dose of this. Music is a drug, you either selling dope or smoking it. So when I flick this switch, I try to hit them with that potentness. And eat a fucking beat like locusts. The feds only knew how I felt about this rap game. They take me out while I'm out and about. Before I ever got clout or even open my mouth. Compromise is for cowards, I ain't never selling out. The fame, fortune, records, soul, all the type of things they wanna trade for my soul. Money, cars, clothes, hoes. Wisdom is better than silver and gold. You can buy my love, you can buy my love. Somebody tell these crackers that their time is up. You can buy my love, you can buy my love. Somebody tell these rappers they can ride with us.
I was always taught you can't put a price on integrity. Everyone that know me, some hate, but all have respect for me. My name stands good, carry weight and longevity. Roll by the beat of my own drum and melody. Spit it till I'm 70, spit it till there's no breath in me. Giving you the real, the fake shit sold separately. You get fly, I've been flu with no remedy. They hear you, but feel me, my whole energy. These words stand the test of time through 4 centuries. Had these bars engraved on the walls of caves. Let it tell the story of my people, the stars, the slaves, and let this verse be around to the parchment fades. But never forgotten, they never gon' stop them. I've been to the bottom, I seen our dark and hawking for dollars. We shaming our fathers, but shit, I did the same with the powder. Now I roll with soldiers that'll clear your block in an hour. I'm here for the power, I'm here to rep the slogan, no cowards. You dare get devoured, now you in the jungle with lions. I murder mumble rap, shit, I do it not even trying. Go and run with that, turn the beat up maximum volume, then I go attack any beat I beat the shit out of. For the love of the game, ain't the same with this album, it's something different.
Fortune, records, soul, all the type of things they wanna trade for my soul. Money, cars, clothes, hoes. Wisdom is better than silver and gold. You can't buy my love, you can't buy my love. Somebody tell these crackers that they time is up. You can't buy my love, you can't buy my love. Somebody tell these rappers they can ride with us.
For that cheese, they Parmesan ya. We's already told you that G's move like lasagna. I feel you soft, lost in the sauce. An imposter, we eat that. Give them a coach away from feedback. I'm trying to press charges on my government. Most my niggas really coons think they thuggin' it. I really think I'm Garvey, I'm on some other shit. I'm a thug, nigga, what? No thugger shit. Woke up feeling like I'm big. Faith ain't fucking with me, heard she had another kid. All the stress is fucking with me, I'ma need another live. All these devils fucking with me, I'ma split a piggy wig. Yo, this is real as it gets. Back in the flesh, blackity black, back at his best. Is the return of the immortals. It's big, open the portal. It's mega, more better than muggles, mutants, immortals.
The fame, fortune, records, soul, all the type of things they wanna trade for my soul. Money, cars, clothes, hoes. Wisdom is better than silver and gold. You can't buy my love, you can't buy my love. Somebody tell these crackers that they time is up. You can't buy my love, you can't buy my love. Somebody tell these rappers they can ride with us.
I put on for my city, even more for my company. The war might get ugly, fight it until we comfortably. Sitting in position, our faces all on our currency. Fuck the opposition, we cooking them like an oven bee. Wanna be a soldier, I show you, just come and fuck with me. Put you on to that fly living with fly fringes. Fly women that fly linen that vibe with us. Ride with us, cause if you down, you die with us. Come supersize and serve with fries, nigga. Got a spaz on them, the only way that I do it. I keep the flow fluid, pull up in the beige Buick, hop out with the same type mask that Bane uses. Me, I was born in the dark and changed to it. Rappers went soft out here when he raised music. Stay true with no skinny jeans or tight blazers. Beam on the chopper like a lightsaber. Gear like a Jedi, power as Darth Vader. Shot, giving you double like bar waiters. Cutting off haters, traders, no more favors. They wanna get with us, we making them sign waivers. I don't make trap rap, this is that big cat rap. Do it for them niggas, Mossberg up in they backpack. They tired of the projects, feeling just like a lab rat. Second from the Pyrex, wonder them where the cash at. But we passed that, I'm just telling you what I'm mad at. Remember, used to seal them things tight in the glad rap. So my demographic is soldiers that had it tragic. Pistol in the
cops killing niggas, man. Word up, man. Voting ain't gonna help us, man. Marching ain't gonna help us, man. Protesting ain't gonna help us, man.
What it's like for a nigga like me.
Like me, like me, like me.
What it's like for a nigga like me.
Like me.
What it's like for a nigga like me.
Like me.
What it's like for a nigga like me.
Like me.
What it's like for a nigga like me. Gray skies overhead just isn't looking likely. But I try to do the right thing like Spike Lee. And I talk to God, the one and almighty. Lord, please have mercy on me.
Have mercy on me. Yeah.
Lord, please have mercy on me.
Have mercy on me.
Have mercy
mercy
Man,
on
this shit
me.
ain't no joke, man, this shit ain't no joke. Like the boy cried, wolf, I ain't blowing no smoke. You don't gotta look far to see it ain't no hope in this fucked up world. I'm just trying to stay afloat. I grew up in the ghetto in the middle of the streets, H-E-L-L, the belly of the beast. Thanksgiving came around, I wasn't having no feast when the landlord talking about breaking out lease. Goddamn, what's next? My girl broke with your boy and she did it in the text that if I couldn't have nothing that I could have love besides love for the money and selling these drugs. Sometimes it seems like it's the only way out, but every day I'm getting older and it's getting played out. Can't end up in the pen trying to find a way out. Lord forgive me for my sins, for my heart gave out. My dad died, biggest loss I ever had to take. He a big part of the reason I'm the man I am today. And moving on was a move I wasn't trying to make, but I got sons now, so I gotta lead them out straight. And even though success is looking unlikely, I stay mighty and pray nightly and remain doing the right thing like Spike Lee, which is hard in this life for a nigga like me. All my life I had to fight like my name's Sophia. Always had heart and in my heart was no fear. Boy, I stayed in some trouble, trouble always stayed near. When you black in America, that's all you cold here, I can't lie. Some days I want to break down and cry for me and my people that's fighting to stay alive. Cause living ain't living when you living to survive. Guess we living in hell till the heavens arrive. Nah, I mean,
What it's like for a nigga like me.
like me.
What it's like for a nigga like me.
Like me.
What it's like for a nigga like me.
Like me.
What it's like for a nigga like me.
Like me.
What it's like for a nigga like me. Gray skies overhead, this isn't looking likely, but I try to do the right thing like Spike Lee. And I talk to God, the one and almighty. Lord, please have mercy on me.
Have mercy on me. Yeah.
Lord, please have mercy on me.
Have mercy on me.
Have mercy on me.
What it's like in this life for a nigga like me. Every day I gotta fight my demons. Wake up, thank God I'm breathing. Cause all nightmares, America's dreaming. Trying to find a way to make it while surrounded by heathens. No stress long as I got a coat and I'm eating. I'm blessed and I know the most high's the reason. But my heart's bleeding through my sleeve is seeping. For all the things that I've been peeping. Type of shit make you say fuck it and sleeping. Cause while you was sleeping during the evening, for brothers got gunned down over the weekend. Stretched out in the streets left leaking. Laid out white sheet, mom's grieving. All lives gotta have more meaning than another nigga dead in the paper I'm reading. Baby mama bitching every time that you're speaking. Talking like she gonna take the kids as she's leaving. How we go from kids to ending up in the deep end. Sink or swim, lose or win, saint or sin. Where does the change begin? And when does the bullshit end? Cause I wake up in the morning, gotta do it again. Go to sleep, go to work and just do it again. Damn. Can't pretend, cause when you stand out, it's hard to blend. And what I stand for, don't fold the bend. Cause I heard real folks don't got too many friends. Cause when you speak the truth, then you tend to offend. So, while I'm gripping this pen, Lord, please have mercy on me. Amen.
It's time for my people to come together and rise up. The only way we gonna take our royalty back, man, is if we do just that, man. Take it back. Kwame Yashala, nigga. Time for us to rise out of our oppression. A wise man told me each one teach one. So I need you to reach out to your brothers and sisters and teach them, man. There's no reason we should still be getting hung from trees in this day and age, man. Lord, please have mercy on me.
All right. All right, so they're not. All right, so we're gonna get started, right? Shalom, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua Thumb to all the brothers out there. Shalom Yahweh Shema Allah Thumb Ba'Shem Yahshua to all the sisters. All right, this is ISUPK in Arizona, right? ISUPK, Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, which started off at in New York under Commander Jerry Hunter, right? So like it started in New York, 1969, 125th Street. You know what I'm saying? And Con, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get started, right? And also, I'll before I even get started, let's get California in here, man, because it was beautiful out there, man. And, breaking bread with our brothers out there. Seeing Captain Gadar, Captain Katsuza, Captain Slocky. Man. Captain Quam, Captain Captain Yatazak, right? Salaki, right? It was man, it was amazing, man. We held camp with the brothers. You know what I'm saying? We uh we broke bread with the brothers. We had an amazing time, man. You know what I'm saying? So we had an amazing time. Give them a hand once again. You know, like I said, man, wherever we're at, you're gonna see the spirit of brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Brothers gonna be enjoying themselves. You know what I'm saying? And we all gonna be taking care of one another, right? We're not gonna let no brother, left behind. Brothers always gonna be right there with them. You know what I'm saying? And kind, man, like you know what I'm saying. So with that, I'm gonna get into it, right? We gonna get into Psalms. Right, we're gonna start with that, right? Since we were out, in Cali, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna start in Psalms, the 133rd chapter 1, book of Psalms, 133rd, verse 1, right? And I'll read it, right? Behold, how good and how pleasant is it for brethren to dwell together in unity, man. In unity, right? It's better to dwell with your own brothers, right? And in the ISUPK, you're gonna have all 12 tribes united together, right? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation, right? Our brothers are gonna be together as a unit. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna be on this in this one body, in this one body of what? Of Christ, man. We're gonna be in this one body of Christ, and we're gonna keep the spirit of Christ in us, man. We're gonna talk to each other like how we would talk to Christ, man. That's how you want to address a brother, man. That's how you want to talk to one another, man. When you address a brother, or when you talking to a brother, hey, Salaki, sir, or Salakia, if I could, Baba Kasha, the water, you know what I'm saying? So polite, right? So, in here, you're going to learn how to have manners, right? You know what I'm saying? You're going to learn how to have manners. You're going to learn how to have a code of conduct. You know what I'm saying? You're going to learn how to address brothers. You're going to learn how to talk to each other, right? Because in the world, we talk to each other like however, you know what I'm saying? In the world, we talk to each other like, you stupid, you dumb, mother effer. You know what I'm saying? Like you this, you that, you gay, you know what I'm saying? Like we talk to each other and we think that's love. Am I right? Or am I wrong? We in the world and we think that's real love. Man, that ain't real love, man. We're gonna get into it, right? We're gonna get into what real love is, man. Cause in the world, you can't find real love. You know what I'm saying? You can't find real love. You know what I'm saying? And what is love, man? What is love? That you keep the commandments, man. That's how you know you. Because if you dwelling amongst, brothers who are wicked, how can you trust them? You know what I'm saying? I forget what brother said. I had to snake my way all the way to the top. I forget what brother. I think it was Pusheist. You know what I'm saying? I think it was Shiesty, right? But anyways, right? It's like how you gonna live like that? You know what I'm saying? How you gonna how are brothers gonna want to be around you when all you do is everybody dirty? You know what I'm saying? Like how do you think? And it's funny because in the world, because there's how the world has rules. You know what I'm saying? Just like how they have rules, just like how we have rules in here. There's rules in the world, right? Or laws, or what do they call it? Man, it's a word for it. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Politics, right? They have their own politics. There's certain codes. There's certain things that you can't do, right? That you shouldn't do, right? Like for instance, like something happens, you basically you won't snitch all your brothers out, right? Like you guys are all together right in the car, boom boom boom, right? Something happens, you get caught, and because they're your brothers, you ride with them, they're your homeboys, you're not gonna snitch them out, right? That's one of the codes. right? But at the end of the day, you won't snitch them out. But guess what? Guess what they did? They snitched you out.
Right.
They snitched you out. They took, they took a deal. They all agreed that it was you. That it was you and only you. You're the one. You're the one in charge. You're the one that planned. You basically everything. All the fault was on you, and because you really feel love towards these brothers, right? Because you wanna be genuine. You want to be loyal to these brothers, right? Or show your loyalty to these brothers. You won't betray them, right? But guess what? Everyone has betrayed you in the world, right? There's no love in the world, man. Outside of the ISUPK, there's no love, man.
Right.
Right? Read Psalms 133 and actually, drop that. Give me John chapter 13, verse 34. Right? John chapter 13, verse 34.
It's the book of John, chapter 13 and verse 34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another.
That ye what?
That ye love one another.
Go ahead.
As I have loved you.
As I have loved you. Right? Who's this speaking? Go ahead.
Right.
This is Christ speaking, man. Right? Our leader, right? Yo, king, right? Imagine that, man. Who do you follow, right? In the world, who are you following, right? You following a homosexual, Caesar Borgia, right? You following your mother, right? Same mother that what? That ran your father out the house, right? Same mother that is, that looks at you and sees your father's eyes in your eyes. And now, now you got to remind your mother of how much she hated your father, and you're resembling, you resemble your father so much. You know what I'm saying? Your mother hates you, right? Your mother abandoned you. Your mother, she didn't teach you, the right from wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's who you gonna join, or that's who you gonna leave the truth for. You know what I'm saying? That's who you gonna leave the truth for. Some of you leave the truth for your kids. Some of you leave the truth for your rib. You know what I'm saying? Your girlfriend, right? Whatever they give the names, right? In the world, girlfriend or wife. I don't think even call them wife. They call them, I believe girlfriend, right? That's the most common name that they give their ribs, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, these are your woman, right? You gonna leave the truth for your woman out there, cheating on you, right? Your woman out there, being some hoe, and she telling you that what? If you leave me, guess what? You'll never see the kids again, right? She puts like obstacles, right? Or she not obstacles, but she puts something in front of you where you should know it's a test. It's a test of faith. It's your test of loyalty, right? Who do you love more, Christ or your woman, right? Who do you serve, right? Once you leave the school, you're going to serve whatever's in the world, right? And it's all what? Vanity. Everything outside in the world is vanity, man. And that's what, and that once you start serving that, you'll sooner or later, you'll find out that world, that all these other religions, all these, idols have no love for you. Good example, right? A great example, right? Botham Jean's family, how much they loved. Tell me, did they love their brother once he died from Amber Geiger? The death of Amber Geiger. Who do you think got more mercy, Amber Geiger or Botham Jean? Botham Jean got no love, no mercy, but because Amber Geiger, a white woman, right? Because their God or their king, right? The person that they pray to, right, is the image of a white homosexual, right? Caesar Borgia. That's what you pray to. You gonna think what? You gotta forgive. You gotta forgive. But I bet you that brother has done something wrong in their life that they will never forget. You know what I'm saying? Like who can relate to that, man? Who can relate to that? It's crazy how your blood family, right? Your own family would remember or wouldn't forgive you for something that already try to talk to them about, or try to move on from, right? And it's like when somebody else, a stranger comes into the picture, it's like whatever the stranger does to them, it's like they're willing to forgive him for anything.
Right.
But for you, you are like the stranger. You're like the replacement of that stranger. That stranger is now family, and you a stranger to your own family. In here, when you come in here, ain't nothing like that, man. Ain't nothing like that. No brother gets, no brother. All brothers are being. Every brother is gonna be treated the same, right? We in here, there's no such thing as respect of persons. There's no such thing as, oh, he a higher ranking, so that's why he get more, or what I'm saying? Like that will never happen in here, man. None of that, right? Nothing like that, man. Right? It's like verse 34 says, a new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another, as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. Right? 35 says, by this shall all men know that ye are my disciples. Right? And if you understand this, right? If you in here, you understand this, right? That this is a certain way that you're supposed to move, right? This is a certain way you talk to your brothers, right? A certain way that you show what kindness to one another, right? You don't just talk to each other like oh you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh you like you don't talk to someone like he garbage, right? Right? You don't just grab on someone you don't even know about. You don't know him, right? You won't grab your brother like aggressive, like you know uh uh, uh like you would do to a dog, right? Like, or a stranger, right? First of all, we don't first of all, I don't know why anybody would ever even try that, right? But in here, none of that happens, right? I'm just saying, like, in the world, it's crazy how when you go in slavery, right? Everybody's so comfortable, right? Everybody's so comfortable until it's just what's that? It's too much, right? It's too much being around each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've heard that. It's like, I don't know if you ever heard this, right? Where it's like people get so annoyed just by your presence because you're around each other 24/7. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys ever heard that, right? But it's like in the slavery, it's gonna get frustrated, not only because they're working together, right? But they're always around each other 24/7. They're around each other more than they are at home with their own wives. And it's crazy, right? But in here, right? In here, we're doing the work of the Lord. In here, we're gonna be around each other, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be around each other, and in here, we're not gonna get, you know, we're not gonna get frustrated with each other. We're not gonna get we're not gonna get annoyed with each other. You know what I'm saying? In here, we're gonna put all that away, right? In here, that there's no room. You can't have room for that, man. You can't have room for, oh, like I don't even know. Let me think of something, right? You won't come in here and be like, man, I don't Salagi. It's just You ain't gonna come in here and be like, oh, I'm tired. I'm gonna take a day off, or I'm tired. I'm tired of seeing you guys. Let me cool, let me chill for a minute. You know what I'm saying? In here, this there's no such thing as that, man. In here, we both doing the work of the Lord, right? In here, we all gonna be coming in. We're gonna be checking in, right? Everybody gonna check in, right? There's no such thing as a brother that's above or below. Why? Because we all are in the body of Christ, man. And if you move like you in the body of Christ, then guess what? Then you read verse 35.
Verse 35. By this shall all men know that they are my disciples, if ye have love one to another.
And if you have love one to another, right? If you love one another, guess what? That's how you know you're a disciple of the most of Christ, Salaki, right? That's how you know you following Christ, right? And guess what? You can't follow any other, you can't follow Virgin Mary. Most definitely not. You can't follow what the all these saints, right? All these Mexicans that like to follow, whatever saint, right? The Santa Muerte, right? The saint of death, Virgen Maria, Virgen Guadalupe or Guadalupe, whatever, so many names that that woman has, right? That idol has, right? What's another one, right? San Judas, right? All these saints, right? But never. It's like it's funny, right? Because we heard this, across the line radio yesterday, right? Or it's like Thursday when we were in Cali, right? It's like everybody's willing to serve or follow everyone but Christ. Like, it's crazy. Like, you willing to serve everyone but Christ, right? Even our people, even when we teach them about who Christ is, teach them that this is the true image of Christ and not that one, right? They're like, no, like, you're preaching hate. What are you talking about? I'm telling you, it could just be simply just the image of Christ. We could just be talking about going to all the color scriptures, in the Bible, and it's like we're preaching hate. It's like, and it's our people finding us that, right? But it's more like the reason why they fight that is because they know that in their spirit it offends what? Massa. It offends the oppressor. So to them, it's like, don't worry. It's like to them, it's like, don't worry, Master, I got this. Don't worry. Don't worry, sir, I got this. Because we's offended. You know what I'm saying? Because we's not invited. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, let me go tell them something. Like, that is the spirit of the world, man. That is the spirit of the world. The world doesn't want to see Christ rule, right? And if you part of the world, right? If you love the world, then guess what? You won't have love for your brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you love the world so much, the world will make you choose between the love of your brothers or the love of the world. Give me no man can serve two masters, right? Because it's just obvious, man. Like, because we've been in this captivity for so long, we think love is just something where it's just for everyone. You know what I'm saying? Love is just, basically what's the word?
Unconditional.
Yeah, unconditional, right? Love is very unconditional and has no condition and whatnot, right? Like, it could just go for everyone. You can love everyone. What did that Asian say? The Asian said, you gotta be tolerant. You gotta be tolerant, man. Imagine that. Imagine telling a slave, it's like imagine telling imagine you being a slave and your master telling you you got to be tolerant of these whips. You know what I'm saying? Like that is crazy. You mean to tell me I gotta tolerate being disgraded? Being degraded? You mean to tell me I gotta tolerate the disrespect of the other nations against my people? You mean to tell me I have to tolerate them, you know, them allowing us to say what we can say, but not allowing us to say what we want to say? You know what I'm saying? Like we can only say certain things because, you know, because really we got what? We gotta show love to everyone. Damn that. Like they don't say that they like Christians, you know, never do I hear Christians say, well, you guys got to stop, molesting those kids. You guys got to stop, preaching hate. That is white supremacy. Why is Jesus Christ white? Why isn't he black? The Bible says he's black. That's preaching hate. You guys are liars. You guys are hypocrites. You guys do not love Christ. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no such thing as, a world where we can all come together and love one another, right? There's no such thing as that, right? It will never happen. I mean, talk to ask First Nation if they ever tried it. How many treaties has America kept with them since the day that they arrived? And how many times have they shown love and compassion and mercy to the First Nation, to the natives, man? How much love have they shown to the natives, man? None. How much love have they shown to the blacks? None. How much love have they shown to the raza? None.
Right.
So why should we show them all of our love to them when they haven't given us any love in return, any mercy in return, any haven't given us any justice? You know what I'm saying? Any righteous justice, right? Go ahead, whenever you're ready.
Sure. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6 and verse 24. No man can serve two masters, for he will either hate the one and love the other,
Right.
or else he will hold to the one and despise the other.
Man, he will hold to the one and despise the other. You know what I'm saying? You come in here, man. You brothers, you troopers, right? You young men that come in here, you're going to be tested on that love. Most definitely, every brother has been tested in that love, right? The love of Christ. You want to love Christ? You want to be a disciple of Christ? Man, you're going to be tested. This is not some, walk in the park type thing, right? Because when you are putting two things in front of you and you have to choose Christ or the thing that your heart desires the most, it could be anything. Your mother, it could be your children, it could be your wife, it could be your brother, your flesh brother, right? It could be your father, it could be a new job opportunity, it could be mammon, it could be money, right? It could be the position of a new job. You know what I'm saying? It could be anything, because what? Because your job is telling you that whatever, right? It's like I haven't gone through that, right? But your job will tell you what you gotta start getting you gotta shave your beard. You know what I'm saying? You gotta shave your beard. You can't have, you can't go to the Passover. You can't celebrate your feast days, but you gotta celebrate all of Christmas, New Year's Eve, even Christopher Columbus, even Martin Luther King Day. Man, you're gonna choose your job over Christ. You're gonna choose your woman over Christ. You're gonna choose your addiction over Christ. Man, that's And that just proves and shows that because you have no love for Christ, guess what? The world won't show you any love, right? There won't be love around you, man. There won't be no compassion for you. No one's gonna feel pity for you because Christ died for you. I mean, my God, Christ died for you. And in the way you return that favor back is by not choosing to stand with Christ. Right? Give me Matthew's, right? Since we in the subject, right? Give me Matthew's 24, I believe verse 10. Matthew's 10 and read 32. Verse 32.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 32. Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven.
Keep going.
But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven.
Right. Go ahead.
Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
Right. Keep going.
Verse 35. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father.
Right.
And the daughter against her mother.
Right.
And the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household.
And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. Right. That's something of every brother, every sister. When they come into the school, you need. It's like something you just. It's something you got to keep, right? Keep in your head, because it's something that's bound to happen, right? I understand because I was like that, right? When you first hear about the truth, it's like something like, man, it just keeps hitting you, right? Especially when you listen to Jeremiah Hyman's classes, it's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? It's like one hit after the other. It's like he's just dropping it heavy ass class. And it's just like, damn, like that's so true. And it's like now you want to tell what? Your friends, your family, the people you love. Because why? Because you feel like you want to help them. It's like you want to reach your hand out to them because they're in the world, they're in that what? They're in that sea of people, right? They're in that sea of people, hoping that sea will spew them out. You know what I'm saying? Hoping that just like how you came into this truth, and you were part of that sea, you're hoping that you can save that whole sea. Many are called, but few are chosen. Man, many are like not so many brothers are gonna be called, or so like not so many brothers are gonna have the zeal that you have for the Most High, man. Not so many brothers are going to have the same spirit that you have to serve the Most High. Some brothers is going to be hard. And some brothers are just going to go through certain things. And the Most High is just going to have to teach them a lesson. Life is going to just have to teach them something, right? But you, because you love the Most High and you see the destruction of your people, you see the oppression, right? Oppression maketh the wise man mad. You see the oppression. And you see and you frustrated at how we're living, man, that makes it easier for you to come in here. But for other brothers, because they get the gift that destroys the heart, it's hard for them to come in here because they can't leave Christmas alone. They can't leave their birthdays. My God, imagine that, leaving a birthday. Oh my God, blowing candles, hoping and wishing that your wish comes true. You 21. Oh my God, now I can drink. You 21. You mean to tell me I'm 21 now I can go to a strip club, I can drink, I can do all these type of things, even though you've been doing that since you were what, 13, 14? You know what I'm saying? Like, you pray for all, I mean, in the world, you love all these things, man. If a wicked man will hold on to these things of the world and not regard what the God's love and mercy, man. What it say in Apocrypha? I believe, I forget what it, exceeding mercy, I believe it is, right? It's like the Most High has so much mercy, man, so much compassion, right? It's like, man, but brothers need to understand this, man. All that mercy, all that, all that time, that grace, right? That period of time to get right, that can shorten, that can get real close. That can get real short. How do you know? Because look at the times that we're living in. Look at the times that we're living in. This is Esau's kingdom. And Esau's kingdom, you already know, it's the last kingdom, man. This is gonna be the last kingdom. This is the last time that we gonna be in captivity, man. It's like close. We like close. Outside of that, it's like we've been walking in a dark cave for so long. We see the light, and it's like it's right there, man. But you want to stay, playing with the bats. You want to stay playing with COVID. You know what's crazy is that we in Hollywood, right? We talking about COVID-19, and we talking about stop being wicked, stop smoking cigarettes, stop smoking weed, right? And it's like they over here have the mask on, but they have a blunt, and so they pull the mask down, and they take a puff of that weed, man. It's like you don't. I don't think you understand who the Most High is. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you understand the power that the Most High has, right? I don't think you understand where these plagues come from. These plagues come from the Lord, right? These plagues, all this destruction, all this destruction that's gonna happen is gonna happen because the Lord allowed it, right? Because the Lord allowed it, right? But if you don't want to get caught in the crossfire, I suggest you leave the world, man. I suggest you stop loving the world and love the Most High. Keep the commandments, right? Keep the commandments, right? Love one another, right? Understand that ain't no such thing as what's that? Ain't no such thing as all men are created equal. You know what I mean? Ain't no such thing as that. Ain't no such thing as all men are created equal. The pursuit of happiness. That American dream. Sitting in the table of brotherhood. What I'm saying, like coming together and loving one another. Ain't no such thing as integration, man. Where do you see black people moving into a vast majority of black and Hispanics moving into white communities, and and just living there peacefully? I gotta say that right, peacefully, right? You could go in, but I don't guarantee you'll come out. You know what I'm saying? You might not come out. You might not survive there, man. They might have to kick you out, or they might have to, lynch you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what Esau is known for. That's what the oppressor is known for, man. So who would you rather give your love to? Your brother who's been in the mud with you, or Esau who only seeks to destroy you? Right? What is Psalms 83rd chapter says? They are confederate against thee. All the tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes. You know what I'm saying? All these all these nations have come together and already agreed that you can't sit in the table of brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit in the same table as them. Why? Because you're not invited, man. I don't think you get the memo. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you've gotten, I don't think our brothers have gotten, I'm Salagi for saying this, right? I hate to say this, but it's crazy, right? How many times we have been getting shot down, And it's crazy how even I was like the first time I heard of a lynch, right? Happening what, like some around 2016, around that time, right? Maybe 15. And I was like, God damn, it's like they still lynching around this time. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if when was the last lynching that happened? Go ahead.
The last one that I remember seeing was in 2021, just last year.
21. Wow.
Last year, like
21.
This is the last public one, but I can't remember exactly what it was.
Man. Right. But now, right, modern day lynchings are what you see brothers getting shot down by racist police officers. You know what I'm saying? By racist men. It's like white, men. You know what I'm saying? I could never pronounce that brother's name. Ahmad Arbery, right? Like that brother was just jogging, and because and just because we fit, and it's crazy because we're always in Prague. You know what amazes me is that we always fit the description. It's like we're always, we all look the same. You know what I'm saying? Like we all fit the description. But nah, let it be Dylan Ruth. Nah, man. He get rewarded. He get rewarded with a what? A Burger King meal. A number 2 with a large soda and extra fries. He get rewarded with a salaki, right? He get rewarded with that, man, and that's the love that you seek. That's the love that Botham Jean's family seeked, man. When they seen when they heard about Amber Geiger, murdering, you know what I'm saying, murdering their brother in his own living room. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much of a devil are you, man? That not only do you murder my brother, you have my own family love you more, show more love to you than me. You know what I'm saying? It's like I really do not understand that, man. I really like that. And damn the Christian church for that, man.
That's right.
That's the whole Christian church is fault, right? All your religious leaders, that's their fault. That's their fault for leading our people astray. And that also shows that they are not disciples of Christ.
That's right.
Because they don't show love one to another. They don't show love one to another. When you're telling me to love the people that are murdering my people, how is that love one to another? Damn that. Damn that. Separate yourself from your enemy, man, who is the oppressor, the colonizers, whatever you want to name them, right? You already know we can't even call them what they call each other, right? Why? Because we will get flagged for speaking the truth, man. For just speaking the truth, for showing love to our brothers, for opening the minds and the eyes of our brothers and letting them see the truth. Because so many of our people are so asleep in that Martin Luther King dream that we can all love one another. Right? Give me John 15 and 12.
It's the book of John, chapter 15, and verse 12. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friend.
Right. Man, understand that, right? Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friend. Understand, man. When we go out into the streets, right? I don't think brothers understand, right? That is it the job of a priest in the ISUPK is very dangerous, man. It is very dangerous. It's not something we just, it's not like Bible study at a Christian church.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like, what are they called? What's that thing where I don't even know. What would you even call that? Where they're just singing and dancing and it's like it's not a concert at a Christian church. It's like what they have at a Christian church, right? It's nothing like that. It's nothing like, what a Christian does, holds up that red cross and you have other three holding a sign saying Jesus saves.
God.
It's nothing like that. Nothing like that. When we go out there and say, it offends everyone.
Right.
Not some, it offends everyone, right? And because it offends so many people, we get threats, right? And what we're doing is really we're laying down our lives for one another, man. And what like that's it is just like I said, man. It's not something that should be taken lightly, right? Like what we do out there is very dangerous, right? And if you notice, right, not so many brothers can just go out, like, right? Not anybody can just go out there and do the same thing that we do.
Right.
Why? Because when they hear gunshots, like IUIC, what are they gonna do? They're gonna duck, right? They gonna stop the word of the Most High for what? For some gunshots?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Salakia, right? And it's like, you know what? But in here, that's one of the greatest things that you have in here. That in here, there's no such thing as a brother being a traitor. First of all, the brother is already leaving his life, the life that he once had in the world, the life that everybody would rather have. You know what I'm saying? That the world would rather, keep. He left that life. And he left that life for who? He left that life for Christ, man. He left that life to serve his God, man. And to love his brother, man. Go ahead, Parag.
Verse 14.
It's like you were gonna say something?
Oh, so I was just gonna say, one of our mottos is we want no cowards in our camp, only men that are prepared to die. Like that's,
Right.
Like, so if you're not prepared to die when you go out and do this work, you're not cut out to be a priest of the Lord. Like,
right.
The real priests of the Lord, they have always, throughout time, they've always been prepared to die. Daniel, you know what I'm saying? In the Babylonian captivity, he was prepared to die. He got thrown into the lion's den, and he didn't cry about it. He didn't beg them for mercy. He went to the lion's den, and he knew the Lord was going to, preserve him. So
right. Not only that, like if I could, like even the 7 brothers,
right.
7 brothers, like the youngest, even Salagi, like, and that's the spirit that you want to have, man. That's the zeal that you want to have, right? Because I understand, like you come in here, like it's you hear it, it's like, dang, like it's nice, it's like boom, 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 and then you keep hearing, and then it's like during Christmas, it's like, you know what, I haven't seen my family in a minute. You know what, might as well go out. I'm not gonna open any presents, but I'm gonna be around them. You're like slowly drifting. You know what I'm saying? You're slowly drifting what you built in here.
Right.
That spirit of Christ, that spirit that that zeal that you once have is slowly slipping out of your hands for the love of the world. Give me the if any man in I believe Psalm, it's like John 15 and what? Or 6 and 15, or is it John 4 and 15? The love of the world.
Oh, first.
Come. Oh, so like, you know what? Drop that. Give me 15 and 18.
John 15 and 18.
Con. Salak. Con.
The book of John, chapter 15, and verse 18. If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
Right. Read that one more time.
If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
Right. When you come in here, right, you're going to get a lot of hate. A lot of hate of your woman. Talking about what? So you really believe you can have more than one wife? She gonna tell you like that. You really believe you can have more than one wife? You know, trying to test you, right? So you believe everything that they say. So you just gonna follow them blindly, right? So you just gonna, you're gonna take their word for it, right? One thing we say in here, you gotta make sure too, like, don't take our word for it. Like, do your own research, right? Do your own research. And if you don't want, and if you don't want to hear what we say, then just listen to your own woman. I mean, I guess she knows you better than you know yourself, right? She knows you better than what the Most High wants for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, she knows what you want, right? She knows what you need. You need to get high. You need to start listening to those, cults, to all them, men dressed in all black, right? You start listening to them. Ever since you listen to them, it's like you haven't shown me any love. It's like you don't want to smoke with me no more. We're not like how we used to be. You know what I'm saying? Your mother too, man. Your mother is gonna call you every Mother's Day? Every Mother's Day is gonna ask, so how you doing? Trying to, like, walk you through it. You know what today is, right? It's like, nah, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Oh, or her birthday, right? You know what today is? Oh, wow. It's she gonna tell you, oh, it's crazy how you forgot my birthday. Oh no, it's not that we forget. It's not that I forgot. It's just that I don't celebrate no more. If you have that spirit, right? If you have that spirit, you're gonna tell her, you're gonna correct her, right? You're gonna correct her. And sooner, right? It's like the more seasoned that you are in this truth, you're gonna be seasoned enough to correct them the right way, right? Because I understand why. When I first came in here, it's like you were just aggressive, right? And that's the way you want to be. You want to be aggressive with the truth, man. You want to be aggressive where no one takes it from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to be that aggressive, right? But sooner or later, brothers, like so many of your family's gonna call, and it's like they always, it's like something where they always forget, right? It's like something they always forget. They don't forget. They never forget, right? They know. They know what you believe. They know what you are. Even your family that knows you tells them before they call you. You know what I'm saying? I have heard about that. I have heard about my brother calling my grandpa, oh, you know what? Oh, it's because he doesn't celebrate this. Well, it's no, you know what? He don't have to celebrate. He doesn't have to celebrate a call. I was like, but my brothers already know me. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, but there's gonna be times where it's like you just gonna be seasoned enough in this truth to know how to reject or so like how to answer, how to give an answer to the world. You know what I'm saying? Because when you were young in the truth, all you know is how to, it's like the way I did it was so like, and I was a young man, right? The way I did it, I was very, unseasoned, but very, like, aggressive, and just like I only knew one way, and it was just insults. Salaki. You know what I'm saying? Just like insult the hell out of them. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, and maybe some of them might need it, right? But it's a way you want to do it, right? It's a way you want to do it. You want to be professional. That's another thing that you're gonna have to learn once you come in here, right? How to be professional in the work, right? How to address certain people certain way. You won't dress someone that you don't know, a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like you won't address a brother in the world the way you would address your own brother. You know what I'm saying? Your brother might take it, a different way because he knows how you speak. But a brother in the world, he might take it like an insult. Now it's like, where your hands at, you know what I'm saying? Put them up type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not how you want to address certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, if anything, just give them a flyer. Boom. That'll be the end of that conversation, right? Just give them a flyer. If they call, they don't call. Boom. If not, they already know where to find you, right? But right, read verse 19.
Come. If you were of the world would love his own.
Right. If you were of the world would love his own. Right. If you were of the world, guess what, man? Your mother would love you. Right. Your girlfriend would stay with you. She'll let you see those kids. Right. She'll let you see the kids. You know, your kids would love you. You know what I'm saying? Some of your kids, are grown. They hear about what you into, but they want to stay. They want to stick around. What? Opening up, gifts that their grandmother gave them. You know what I'm saying? Their grandmother is in the world, and guess what? The grandmother loves their kids, so they're gonna. So like, their grandmother is gonna think that they love their kids and is gonna give them the presents, right? And the kids, what? Because they love, they love their grandma. They're going, what? Oh, this is real love. Boom, 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 right? But because you're not in the world, it's like you're gonna look like the what? The black sheep in the family. You're gonna look like the outcast. You know what I'm saying? The stranger. You're gonna be like, ever since, I ain't gotta repeat it, right? Keep going.
But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you.
Right, read that again from the top.
Verse 19. If you were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you.
Right, because I have chosen you out of the world. Right. The world hated you, right? Because you're not of the world hates you, man. Just like they hated Christ. Christ was not just, he was not talking about kumbaya and he didn't grab a tambourine and started beating it. You know what I'm saying? He had his sword on him, man. He was flipping tables. He was he didn't even like. What amazes me is like when I first heard about Christ not respond when I first heard that Christ did not respond to a woman, I was like, wait, what? You know what I mean? We'll get it back. We'll get it right now, right? But when I first heard that Christ called a woman a dog, I was amazed. I was like, wait, what? That's what really, I was like, this motherfucker here, you know what I'm saying? Like he's like, it's like that just like confirmed everything. Well, not really confirmed, but that was just like made it more like everything that the world sees Christ as is not true. You know what I'm saying? Like everything like sweet, kind, it's like sweet, soft, gentle, right? I'm using specifically those words because that's more like a female type of characteristic. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what the Christian church paints him to be. Like soft and weak, like Salaki, Salaki for even say this, but like cuddly. You know what I'm saying? Like Salaki on that one more time. So, you know what I'm saying? But that's what the Christian church paints him to be so, you know what I'm saying? When Christ was a stern man, you know what I'm saying? Like he was rough, He was what? What did it say? His voice was as like the sound of many waters. Well, like, man, I don't know. I don't know anybody that sounds more, more masculine than Christ. You know what I'm saying? Give me where he cut where he said it is not meet to take the children's bread and cast it unto dogs. You know what I'm saying?
The book of Matthew, chapter 15. You want to start? Where you want to start at right there? Start at 21 where you want the whole interaction?
Go ahead. Start there.
Matthew chapter 15 and verse 21. Then Yahushua went thence and departed into the coast of Tyre and Sidon. And behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coast and cried unto him, saying, Have mercy on me, O Lord, thou son of David. My daughter is grievously vexed with the devil.
Right. This woman came out of Canaan, right? Out of the same coast and cried unto him, saying, Have mercy on me, O Lord, thou son of David. My daughter is grievously vexed with a devil. Keep going.
Verse 23. But he answered her not a word.
He what?
He answered her not a word.
But I thought Christ came for everyone.
He answered her not a word.
Go ahead.
And his disciples came and besought him, saying, Send her away, for she crieth after us.
Right, keep going.
But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Man, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Man, you gotta read that slow, man, because it's like it's funny how brothers in prison say they read the Bible back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But they miss something like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like information like that is just so. It's just so precious. You know what I'm saying? Because it puts a line between who Christ loves, who Christ came for. You know what I'm saying? Who Christ, is here to gather. You know what I'm saying? I am not sent, but right. I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Right? Keep going.
Verse 25. Then came she and worshipped him.
Right. Keep going.
Saying, Lord, help me. But he answered and said, It is not meet to take the children's bread and to cast it to dogs.
To who?
To dogs.
To what?
To dogs.
To dogs. What is this woman?
Dogs.
Right. She was a dog and her family. She said dog. He said dogs. You and your what? And your daughter, right? Are dogs. That's what he was saying, right? Today's turn, what would that be? Go ahead.
I was gonna say so. I can answer your question.
Go ahead.
Well, I mean, if she's a female, so that'd be like a bitch.
A bitch, right?
But what I was gonna say is what's heavy about this is the person who needed Yahushua's blessing was the little girl, the daughter. So he's called the little girl the dog too.
Exactly.
She's not Israel.
Yeah, she's not Israel. I mean, she wanted the blessing. She wanted a what? She wanted a blessing. And it's like this woman said, it's like Christ said, it is not meet to take the children's bread and to cast it to dogs. Go ahead.
So like just on this one tip right here too, I was on Clubhouse and I heard a brother, he's a fake Israelite, right? And I heard him say, we don't know what nationality the daughter is. We know the woman is a Canaanite or, of course, he went to Luke calls her a Greek. We know she's not Israel, but we don't know what the daughter is. But the daughter is the one that needed the healing. So
right.
because we know Christ rejected healing that little girl, that just shows that she's the dog as well as the girl's mother that Christ was talking about.
Right. And understand this too. Nobody can cut Christ, man. Like Christ is not just gonna speak like you fake Israelites speak, man. Just talk out of their ass. Right. That's not how Christ speak. When Christ is he's wise. He's not like your leaders, man. He is wise, right? And that's why the men in here, because we follow Christ, the men in here are wise, man. We don't go based off of emotions. Christ did not say that out of emotion. He just said that because it was the truth. Her child is a dog, man. Right? Now, what do you got to say about Christ for saying something like that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, what do you got to say about Christ, the man who died for your sins? You know what I'm saying? What do you got to say now? Oh, now, no, you know what? I think that's why they love John the Baptist, because he ain't never said nothing like that. It's like, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, you know what I'm saying? But it's only true, man. Like, they love everyone but Christ. And if you show this more, I bet you they would hate Christ even more. Why? Because, you know, oh, he called, you know, the poor, sick little, you know, a devil a dog. You know what I'm saying? She was vexed with a what? With a demon, right? With a demon, or it's like vexed with a devil, right? And she needed her help, and Christ, you know, rejected her and called her a what? A dog. Oh, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's very important that you know what you're talking about, man. You can't just come and open up this Bible and think that you know something. That's why it's very important that you get under Commander Jerry Hunter so you can understand the whole breakdown. Right? You can understand the spirit of Christ when he said that, man. Because as far as, like, man, like, you don't understand, man. You see your people, you see all these other nations on top of your people, beating on your people, destroying your people. Man, you just don't, you can't have, you know, how do I put it, man? You can't just save the whole world, man. It's impossible. Right? It's impossible. I mean, if you want to be in that position of saving everyone or helping everyone out, you go and preach that. But as far as we know, in here, as for you know, as for me and my house, right? As for us in here, we ain't not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We following Christ, and we know who Christ came for. For what? The lost sheep of the house of Israel. Our people are destroyed. Our people do not know who they are. Our people call each other what? Mexicans, Americans, Chicanos, Black, African American, Afro Latino. The hell is that? Afro Latino. You know what I'm saying? Like what? Like we got so many Native, you know what I'm saying? Native American, First Nation. You know what I'm saying? Like we got so many names for each other. It's just like it's crazy. Like we don't know who we are. Christians. Now I hear some of us going by Christians, Catholic, you know, Mormon. You know what I'm saying? Like we got some Buddhists, you know, I was gonna say it, but I don't even know if it's the right astrologist. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or it's like Pisces. I'm a Pisces now. You know, I'm not even a you know, Mexican. I'm a Pisces. I'm a Libra. I'm a Scorpion. Or it's like Scorpio. Scorpio. It's like Scorpio, you know, damn, you know, the hell with all that, right? We call ourselves so many names, so many, you know, king, you know, king, you know, you know what I'm saying? We got so many names, right? Mother Earth, Mother, you know what I'm saying? Like we got so many names, and it's and the list goes on, and it's just like we still don't know who we are. We still don't know who our God is, right? We still don't know how to we still don't know that this is our book. You know what I'm saying? We don't understand that this right here, this is ours.
Right.
This was ours. We all think that this is what the Esau, the oppressors. This is what they use to enslave us. That's what some brothers in the conscious community say. Oh, that book was. Did you know that book was given to you to enslave you, brother? You know what I'm saying? Like Polite says, right? Man, like, all right, like if you read the Bible and understood and got the proper breakdown, you would just gain some knowledge, man. You would just gain some wisdom. You will gain some understanding of what life really is in this earth, in this bondage, man. Because so many of our brothers are so destroyed, are so held in this bondage. It's like all we see is all we seek, Salakia, is how do we escape? Give me the drugs, man. Just give me the drugs. Give me the, let's party. You know what I'm saying? Let's just give me the drugs, give me the alcohol. Let's get, what I'm saying? Like let's just get out of this because it's too much for me to handle. And if you have that spirit, you need to wake up. That is not how you that is a destroyed spirit, man. That's what you call what, a dry bone, the valley of dry bones. You are destroyed, man. You have no breath in you. You have no wisdom. You have no understanding. All you move, the only way you move is through the comfort of your flesh, man. That's the only way you move. You move through what feeds your flesh, but not your spirit. And that's why you destroyed in this world, man. And this book, right? This book was given to you to guide you, man. This is all if it's all history. It's things that have happened before, back then, and now, and in the future. You know what I'm saying? And thanks to Commander Jerry Hanna, we get the proper breakdown. We get the proper understanding of what this book really means, man. Because I really never understood the Bible. I never even opened it up until a brother told me about how just opened up and told me about the truth inside this Bible. I didn't even open it up till then, until I started listening to Commander Jerry Hanna. Until I started hearing how he breaks down these scriptures and how police brutality is in the Bible, how we have to love one another, how we need to separate ourselves, how to not put your faith in a new president every 4 years, instead put your faith in Christ. Put your vote in Christ, man. This is it just makes so much sense to me, man. It just makes life a lot easier. Imagine that. How many brothers wouldn't want that? Wouldn't want life to get a lot more easier? And some brothers, the only easy way to cope with the world and with this, you know what I'm saying, is just to get high. It's just listening to that, just to get high, just to slack. You know what? I ain't gonna get into it, right? But actually, keep going. Verse 27.
Verse 27. And she said, "Truth, Lord. Yet the dogs eat of the crumbs which falleth from their master's table."
Right. So read that one more time.
And she said, "Truth, Lord."
She said, "Truth, Lord." Go ahead.
Yet the dogs.
The what?
The dogs.
The what?
The dogs.
The dogs. So she said, "Truth, Lord. I am a dog."
That's right.
That's what she said. She said, "Truth, Lord. The dogs. Me and my daughter are dogs." Keep going.
Eat of the crumbs which fall from their master's table.
Keep going.
Then Yahushua answered and said unto her, "O woman, great is thy faith. Be it unto thee even as thou wilt."
Be it unto thee even as thou wilt. Right? Great is thy faith. Right? Keep going.
And her daughter was made whole from that very hour.
Right. Why did Christ, give this woman what she I want to say, what she wanted? Go ahead.
Because she recognized her place. She recognized that she was a dog.
Yeah, she acknowledged that she was a dog. You know what I'm saying? She acknowledged that what? That her and her daughter are dogs. Go ahead.
Salaki, I was gonna say that's heavy. What just came to mind is, you know how we say, like when it comes to camp, them boot kisses at camp. If somebody can, if a white person or any nation that's not Israel, if they can recognize their place, that they're supposed to be subservient to us, and they should get down on their knees and bow to us, we tell them what? You know, you might get some mercy from the Lord,
Right.
and that's what Christ gave this woman and her daughter is mercy because she recognized that she was a dog. So,
right. And that's how you want to have, man. That's the spirit that you want to have, is that every nation shall kneel. You know, what did Christ say? You know, any man that does not want to kneel, bring them hither and slay them before me.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, man, Christ is no joke, man. He was not no punk, man. I don't know what to tell you, man. Maybe you've been listening too much to your preacher, listening to him sing and dance and spitting in your face. That's what you've been having too much, right? I think you have too much spit in your ears from your pastor to even listen to us. You know what I'm saying? You too blind with his mucus to even hear or to even see the truth that's right in front of you, man. Because that's what you see as a blessing, right? When I see blacks and Hispanics, you know, coming together, man, I'm like, God damn, I never knew that was even possible. But in the ISUPK and the Commander Hunter, that is very much possible. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, it's like we can't live one without the other, man. In here, and if you go to the Passover, man, right? Passover is April 15th, right? Passover April 15th, man. Make sure y'all get your funds in, man. 200 donation, right? For the Passover, right? Make sure you put that in, man. That Passover is it's just history, man. Every year is history. It's just something that you don't expect it to be like this many brothers of different, flavor, 12 tribes, like 12 tribes all in one room, all in one, you know what I'm saying? Like even in one table, just breaking bread, drinking, sipping on that wine, eating that lamb. Man, that lamb is, oh my God, I can't even. Salaki. That lamb is just, whoo, I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? I like the spirit of that, of every brother in there when they see each other. You know what it is? What's that brother when he came Salakia, man, only if I knew the brother's name. Right? I'm bad with names. But the brother was like, it's just when you see your brothers, it's like you haven't seen them in a minute. You know what I'm saying? You haven't seen them in a minute. It's like, hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? It's like that is like throughout the whole time that you at the pastor, it's just gonna be like that. Brothers, sisters, everyone dabbing each other up. It's like, man, it's just so beautiful, man. It's amazing, man. It's amazing. You know what I'm saying? And that's that's the way you want to be, man. Like you just want to make sure you come to the Passover, man. You want to experience that yourself. It's like something you can't even talk about because if you're not there, you don't understand. You know what I'm saying? If you're not there, how can you even understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's not like a cookout where you go everybody getting along for an hour or even not even 30 minutes. And because Uncle Phil got too many liquor in his system, he start getting all aggressive. Everybody starts fighting. Boom, boom, boom. Nothing like that happens in the Passover. Every brother is drinking in moderation. Being every brother. Go ahead.
It's like I was gonna say, General Muhammad said it himself. if you get to arguing with your rib at the Passover and y'all cause some sort of scene or whatever, you getting kicked the hell out of the hotel.
No, yeah, most definitely, man.
None of that.
I mean, how you gonna make this day about you?
Right.
Salaki, you selfish. You selfish, man. I'm Salaki, man. Like I'm saying, man, we all doing this, you know, and we thanking Commander Jerry Hana for not dropping the sword, man. For another day being with us, man. Like, man, Christ, you know what I'm saying? Like, what did Christ say before he left? That, you know, this drink is I'm not gonna drink until I come with you. I don't even understand. I don't think brothers understand, man. I don't think brothers in the world will ever understand how, right? Until you come in here, right? Understand the spirit of that, man. The spirit of just leaving that thing that you just love the most, you know what I'm saying? But above all, leaving your brothers, man. And then just coming together with your own brothers.
Right.
Breaking bread, drinking, man. That's what I say, man. Love. That's why Christ said it best, man. And this is my command, that ye love one another as I have loved you, man. Like, man, Salaki. I could almost like Salaki, you know what I'm saying? But what time is it? Oh, damn. But like I said, right? Make sure y'all go to the Passover, man. Do you give your 200 donation per person, right? Per person. Like I said, man, come on, man. You gotta be there. You just gotta be there, experience it, man. The brotherhood is excellent. The sisterhood, excellent. You know, man. Bring your family. You know, bring your wife or your wives, right? And you know, see the spirit of the brotherhood, man. Right? And come to the next one after that, right? Stay diligent in this truth, man. First of all, stay sober-minded, man. Stay sober-minded and stay diligent in this truth, man. Because, man, just like that, just, you know what? I'm gonna leave it at that, right? With that, I pass the class over to Priest and Officer Parat.
The ISUPK security announcements with the ISUPK start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. These are the rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're to be excluded only. They're here to shed themselves of the world, and if they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from their head to speak to that brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which that brother and sister will court each other. After that 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from their head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers chapter 18 and verse 21. And Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. The word tithes means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'asherah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High gives you, give it to the Treasury Department or to the teacher. Priest funds, which are free will offerings for the priest, they're not mandatory, but they are whatsoever amount that you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, we have the Feast of Purim. All right, there's an opening and a closing. So Feast of Purim will be held on Monday, February 14th at 7 p.m. And then we'll close it out also on Tuesday, February 15th at 7 p.m. as well. All right. Also, make sure if you come into the physical school's location, use that GPS. All right. Use the GPS to get here, even if you know how to get here. Our stats are incredibly high. I believe we are top 3. When you search up Israelites in Arizona, I think we're the first one that comes up, if I'm not mistaken. Right. And that's because brothers have been putting that GPS in. I've been putting that GPS in. When brothers came from out of town, they put that GPS in. Let's keep that going. Keep searching up the school. Keep searching ISUPK Arizona on Google. All right. That's gonna definitely increase our Google presence. All right. So that way we can, of course, outshine our enemies.
That's
all
right.
Also, if anybody wants to be a trooper in the school, make sure you start wearing all black. That includes black boots, black shirt, black pants, and black headband and scarf. And with that, we'll get a t-shirt courtesy salute, man of Israel Amadi, which means to stand. Man of Israel Amadi Shabbat, Amadi, Barak, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shabrak Atha,
Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shabrak Atha.
Yahweh Matah, class is mixed.